know this feeling? You play some simple chords on the piano, but somehow it always sounds a bit boring and static. And today I will show you how you can turn simple chords into beautiful flowing music. I have 3 tricks for you, and by the end you will see how beautiful it can sound. So let's dive right in. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the new videos. By the way, if you want, you can also download a free PDF with the sheet music for this tutorial, and you will find the link down in the video description. We will start with 4 chords: E minor, D major, B minor and C major. Let's play them first in the root position with the right hand alone. We start with E minor, then we go to D major, then we go to B minor, and then we go to C major. Repeat it once again and get familiar with the chords. When this feels good to you, then we add the left hand. There we just play the root note in octaves. And we will play the chords in the left hand always 2 times, okay? This will sound like this. I think this already sounds like music, but still a bit stiff. Let's make it more beautiful now. For this, we will need inversions. This is the first big step. Don't just play the chords in the root position. Use inversions. And I have good news for you, because today we will keep it simple and play all chords in the second inversion. So, how do we find the second inversion? So you take the root position, but instead of playing it like this, you take the highest note and put it 1 octave lower. And there you have the second inversion for E minor. Same thing with D major. You take the highest note from the root position and put it down here. And this is the second inversion of D major. Next one is B minor. Then you take the F sharp, put it down here. And then you have the right shape. And the last one is easy. This is just a normal C major. Try it in root position. You take the highest note, put it down here, and then you have the second inversion for C major. So let's repeat the chords once again, just with the right hand. We have E minor, then we have D major, then we jump to B minor, and then in the end to C major, all in the second inversion. Okay? So make sure that you already feel very familiar with this, because this is our foundation we will need to go on, and that we can get the most beautiful out of it. If inversions still feel hard for you, then check out my online course. There I show you a super clear method to learn chords and inversions step by step. You will find the link below in the video description. But now we will add the left hand, and this will sound like this. We also play the chords now 2 times until we go to the next one. Once again. So, E minor, D major, B minor and C major. And look how beautiful this already sounds. And I don't know if you already hear it. It sounds a little bit warmer and smoother than if we would play the chords all in root position. And What is also very nice is that we are getting now a really beautiful melody, because when we listen to the top notes of the inversions, we got the G, here we got the F sharp, then we got the D, and then the E. That means we have a nice little melody that contains the notes G, F sharp, D, and E. And if we listen to this carefully, then we can hear it. So now the foundation is set, and now here comes the second part, where I will show you the 3 tricks to transform your chords into beautiful piano music. Trick number 1. Here we will play arpeggios instead of block chords. So don't press all the 3 notes together now. Instead we will break the chord up and play one note after another. This is like finger picking on the guitar. It will sound instantly more flowing when we play a nice little pattern. Let's have a look at the pattern first. So we are playing the second inversion. So these are our 3 notes, and we will begin with the highest note, and then we come from the bottom and play all the 3 notes up. And when we are here again, then we take the lowest note and end up in the middle. So the pattern goes like this. Yeah, once again. For now, only observe the order of the notes. We start with the highest, then we fill them up from the bottom to the top. Then we take the lowest again and go to the middle. And this is where our pattern ends. So now let's have a look at the rhythm. Here we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And now when you look at the G, here we have a tie. That means that we are playing the G on the 2 and, but then we don't play it again on the 3. No, we will wait until we are on the 3 and there is our next note, which is the B. Okay, so you are playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and this same pattern we will do with the other chords too. So then you are preparing the shape for the next one, which are these 3 notes, and then you are doing the same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with the next one too. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and this is very important, that you are always preparing your fingers, that you are ready for the next chord, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if you want, you can play your little finger a little bit louder than the other notes. Then we are getting a cool rhythm. And if you can play this with the right hand alone, then it's time to add the left hand. Here we are playing the octave on the 1, and when we count 3, then we take the thumb and hit this another time, okay? That means we are playing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for the other octaves too, yeah? Always one time with the thumb. And now on the C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's practice now both hands together. That means we are playing 1 and 2 and thumb. Next one, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and now the thumb, and the last one, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and when you check this out, then we can do this a little bit faster. Look how this will sound now. And like this, I think this already starts to flow. By the way, if you want, you can also download a free PDF with the sheet music for this tutorial, and you will find the link down in the video description. And if you like how this sounds so far, then make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new to this channel. So now comes trick number 2, the octave trick. And here we will have a look at the last note in every bar. And I tell you one more thing, we will also look at these notes, because they will help us to find the last one. This and this note and this note and this note. So this will be the way to this one. We are playing now the same pattern, but this time we will add more variation and a little bit more melody, okay? And that means we are taking the same pattern. We start like we used to do this before. But then when you are the last time with your thumb down here, you now will watch out for the note which is 1 octave higher, and there you go with your pinky. That means we are playing 1 and 2 and 3. Now look at the thumb note and repeat it higher, okay? 1 and 2 and 3, thumb and pinky, okay? 1 and 2 and 3, thumb and pinky repeats. And this we will do with all other chords too. That means when we are on the D major, we are playing 1 and 2 and 3. Now we have the thumb note, and then we are searching for it just 1 octave higher, and we play it with the pinky, like this. Now the next one. Here we are doing the same thing. Thumb and pinky. Now it's the F sharp, right? Now the last thumb, and we go up with the pinky just 1 octave higher. Now the last one. Last time with the thumb down here, and then we jump up here with the pinky to the G, which is just 1 octave higher. Okay? And when you practice this a little bit, this will sound really beautiful. Okay, let's do this together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and F sharp and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then just from the beginning. And then you can do this a little bit faster like this. And if you already feel safe, then you are adding the left hand. There we play the octave on the 1, and on the 3 we repeat the thumb once again. Okay? All right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Yeah, and so on. Now comes trick number 3, and there I will show you a beautiful fill-in that you can add to the end of the line. At the end of the line, we will add a little fill that contains the notes E and F sharp, and that will lead us to the G again, to the first note. This is our target note where we want to be back again. And what sounds more beautiful than E, F sharp, and then we land on the G again. So this is a nice beautiful fill. So I will play this for you and then I will show you what you need to do. I will start in the last bar on C major. Yeah, did you hear this? Now this is our fill, what leads us perfectly to the G. And with this fill, you really get a nice variation, because we don't want to play all the time the same and the same again. I will show you now how you can play this fill. When you are in the last bar, then you are playing 1 and 2 and 3 and now you are going with your middle finger on the E, with your ring finger on the F sharp, and then you land with your pinky on the target note where we want to land. This is the G. And then we are in the first bar again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and middle finger. Yeah, you only have to be careful that you are using the right fingering. 1 and 2 and 3 and now really you have to go up with your middle finger, because you will need your fingers up here, okay? And this is all you need. So we are starting once again on C major in the last bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and then we are at the beginning. Okay, this you can practice and then you have a nice little fill what you can play. And then you can go on and go on and go on like this that you are playing. Yeah, and that's it. You just turned simple chords into beautiful piano music. Isn't this amazing? And to make it easier for you, I prepared a free PDF with the sheet music for this tutorial, and you can download it from the link below in the video description. And if you want to really master chords and inversions, then check out my online course, which I will link you also in the video description below. And yeah, have fun practicing and then see you in the next tutorial.